Are you a hitman? What's going on? Hi guys, it's Janae and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm reacting to episode 5 of 4 minutes. Really intrigued to see where this episode goes because there was definitely a little bit of a, not tonal shift, but kinda in the previous episode, which makes sense. It was the halfway mark, and I want to see how they play out this episode because I do think that is gonna determine how I feel about the rest of the show moving forward. But yeah, hope you guys will still enjoy it. Before we do get into it, I just want to say a quick massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. And if you're interested in joining either of those for uncut and exclusive reactions, the links will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. And if you want to subscribe, that's always greatly appreciated. But now, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Well, this is the reverse of the usual situation. Oh, that is Tokle, the guy whose brother was and wasn't murdered. That's him. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like we're gonna have like a timeline, a split timeline going on here. Mm.
พี่ก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันว่าทำไมถึงอยากเป็นหมอ นอกจากจะไม่รวยแล้วยังไม่มีความสุขอีก
That's sad. That's a lot of years of study to go through for something that you don't really want.
ผมอยากจะรู้ว่าทำไมพี่ถึงปักใจเชื่อว่าเป็นฝีมือพ่อแม่ผมจนถึงกับต้องวางแผนแก้แค้น
This is a very interesting dynamic between the two of them.
พ่อแม่พี่เอาเงินไปลงทุนกับ4 วัดสมบัติ โดยที่ไม่รู้ว่าเขาจะเอาไปใช้กับธุรกิจพนัน
I'm be very intrigued to rewatch the first 2 episodes and see and like try and see it through the lens of him knowing who Great's parents were when they first interacted, to see if that like changes my perspective on things a little.
ไม่อยากเชื่อว่าพ่อแม่ผมจะทำอะไรแบบนั้น
ก็เพราะไม่มีใครเชื่อนี่แหละพี่เลยต้องพยายามหาหลักฐานด้วยตัวเอง
That's a terrible thing to have to try and confront.
เชิญรอด้านหน้านะคะเชิญค่ะขอบคุณค่ะเดี๋ยวนี้เลยค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
Yeah, like if I'm reading his words correctly, it seems like he's implying that he suspects she might have been raped. Because the internal exam, I don't think that refers to trying to see if her appendix might have burst or anything like that.
สรุปแล้วเธอเป็นไส้ติ่งอักเสบใช่ไหม
Are they both pregnant from the same guy, or am I misunderstanding this?
มันทำฉันท้องน้องมาลูก
I need to look up what that means. Damn. Okay, new fear unlocked. I didn't even know that was a thing that was possible.
เราไม่มีเงินส่งที่บ้าน
Whoever you're sending the money home to, I don't think would want you in this situation. Did they forcefully abort her pregnancy and she died because of it?
ถ้าเกรซพูดกับพี่มาชัดๆว่าจะบอกให้พ่อแม่ไปสารภาพทุกอย่างและไปรับผิดชอบในคุก
Even if he told them that, I don't think they're the kind of people who would listen to him. I don't think that's the kind of promise he can make. He can tell them till he's blue in the face. If they don't actually do it, it doesn't matter. My concern as well is the longer that they take to decide on a course of action, the more danger I feel Nan is in, because she's still in the hospital. She's vulnerable. She could be attacked at any given moment. And then what?
พี่ไม่ได้มีอะไรจะเสียอยู่แล้ว
Oh,
แล้วยายพี่ล่ะ
that's actually a fair point. But I don't know if he's gonna take it that way.
ผมคิดว่าน้องชายผมมีเหตุผล
แต่สิ่งที่คุณเกรซทำอาจสร้างความเสียหายกับธุรกิจเราได้นะครับ
ผมขอคุยกับน้องก่อนสิออกไป
Look, dude, if you weren't as happy-go-lucky killing left, right, and center, this probably wouldn't have escalated as quickly as it did. So, can you actually do your job for once and listen to the person who's employing you?
ผมจำหน้ามันได้นะคิดว่าอีกไม่นานผมต้องรู้ครับว่ามันเป็นใคร
รีบไปหาให้เจอ
ครับท่าน
This is frustrating because, like, from a criminal perspective, he's right in telling him. I just wish he hadn't, because now the crunch time is even more.
เกรซจะไปไหนต่อ
กลับไปเอาของที่ห้อง แล้วก็ออกไปหาโรงแรมอยู่ ขอผมตั้งหลักสักวัน2 วัน
I mean,
จะไปคุยกับพ่อแม่ที่บริษัท
how do you know there's not someone who's going to be waiting for you at your house?
เกรซจะไปคนเดียวเหรอ แน่ใจนะว่าจะปลอดภัย
Yeah.
ไอ้คนวันนั้นมันกล้ายกปืนใส่เกรซเลยนะ
Yeah, that guy is messy. Like, I would not trust him as his employer, even though, like, he technically did the right thing and told well, not the right thing, but, like, within his contract, did the right thing by telling the big boss. The fact that he was very close to willing to murder my son, even if I'm not, like, the biggest fan of my own son, you'd think you maybe want to run it by the person who's paying you before you kill someone he might consider important.
ไม่มีใครกล้าฆ่าผมหรอกไม่ต้องห่วง
That is not as comforting as it should be. They have a very interesting dynamic, like, because it's clear they like each other, but there's obviously these kind of barriers holding them. At an arm's length at the same time. It's so interesting. Who's watching him? Oh, great, there's people with masks on.
เฮียเดน
มึงหายไปไหนมา ไม่รับสายกู คนเขาตามหากันทั่ว
It's complicated, okay?
มึงสายใหม่เหรอ มีพิรุธพิราบนะมึงน่ะมึงจะบอกเองว่าไปสืบเจอเองว่าเป็นใคร
ไม่ต้องสืบไม่มี ด้วย
Yeah, you actually
เดี๋ยวกูก็รู้
need to. This is unfortunately a serious matter.
จากพี่เหรอหรือว่าจากพ่อแม่ ไปรู้อะไรมาจากใครวะทำไมเป็นแบบนี้ ก็พี่ไม่เคยบอกผมเรื่องแผนกพนันออนไลน์ของพี่ไง
Maybe start running. Maybe don't just walk aggressively.
พี่ไม่ได้ตั้งใจไม่บอก แต่มันยังไม่ถึงเวลา เดี๋ยวเกรซเรียนจบเกรซมาทำ
We hadn't indoctrinated you enough to be sure that we could trust your moral compass would be corrupt. That's what I'm hearing.
แล้วพี่รู้ไหมว่ามันทำลายชีวิตใครไปแล้วบ้างอะธุรกิจนี้มันจะทำให้ครอบครัวของเรารอด
Like, yeah, just forget the fact that it might kill other people in the process. Our family is important enough and can't do enough ethical business to survive without this.
ผมทำไม่ได้วะพี่หลบไปอย่ามาขวางผม
It's kind of sad as
พี่เอาเรื่องนี้ไปบอกเกรซเกรซเกรซ
I was about to say it's kind of sad because there's an element of this from the brother's side where he's almost saying, like, I'll protect you from having to live this life, but you need to play ignorant. And that's like, that is a very interesting perspective for the brother to have, where, like, he clearly does care about his brother, but he's in too deep to do what's genuinely the best for both himself and his brother. Damn, that's a fine silhouette. I'm sorry. It feels like the 4th minute is gonna be when his timer runs out, like when his life stops.
มึงมา
His
ได้ไง
dad is creepy as hell.
เวลาผ่านไปเร็วเหมือนกันนะ อาเจอไทม์ล่าสุดตอนนั้นน่ะไทม์ยังเป็นเด็กตัวน้อยอยู่เลย มานั่งคุยกัน
I just don't know how this is gonna wrap up in like 3 more episodes.
กำลังจะเป็นสัญญาแพทย์ แต่รู้ตัวหรือเปล่า ว่าตอนนี้ไทม์ทำเรื่องที่ไม่ค่อยฉลาดเท่าไหร่
You should have thought of this, unfortunately. You should have had a plan on how
อ
to
ยากได้
protect
เท่าไหร่
your grandmother.
บอกตัวเลขมา
ผมไม่ได้ต้องการเงิน
His grandmother is about to die, and I'm not emotionally prepared for it.
แล้วก็ไม่ต้องเข้ามายุ่งวุ่นวายกับเกรซแล้วก็บริษัทของอาอีก
Look, I'm not saying he should take the money for the money's sake, but he should take the money to protect his grandmother. The only problem with this is there's no guarantee that if you take the money, or even if you take the money, even if you pretend to be compliant, that they're not still gonna hurt you. But the thing that I see from the dad that I don't see from his employee, who is so troublesome and annoying and frankly just disgusting, is the fact that people dying actually has consequences. I know we don't like to think that way, that like, yes, people get away with murder all the time, but it's not that easy. And these like low-level thugs who just murder left, right, and center seem to think it's very easy. He actually has a business that he probably wants to protect, and the fact that one of his employees is killing people left, right, and center, I hope comes back to bite him.
อย่าให้ท
This is gonna complicate things, but it's at least believable.
ำผมอยากให้คนลบไฟล์ทุกอย่างทิ้งไปให้หมด ต่อจากนี้ขออยู่เฉยๆ ไม่ต้องทำอะไรทั้งนั้น
Tell
ตามที่
her.
ผมบอกก็พอ
No, tell her. There's no reason for you to be mysterious
ให้
about
สัญญาว่า
this.
จะทำลายคนพวกนั้นให้ได้ไม่ใช่เหรอ หนูไม่มีอะไรจะเสียแล้วนะ หนูอยากเห็นคนพวกนั้นเข้าคุก
พ่อเหอะแนน ถือว่าผมขอ
Tell her. Because the thing is, I think she would understand. If you explained it to her correctly, she would understand. If you told her, they came, they threatened my grandmother, we need to pretend to be compliant, at least for now, I'm pretty sure she'd get it. If you're vague like this right now, she's gonna rebel because she's gonna think you betrayed her.
พวกนั้นไม่จ่ายเงินปิดปากหมอใช่ไหม หมอแม่งใหญ่กับตัวว่ะ
See, this is why you tell her straight off. Like, she already reached the kind of correct conclusion. You could as well have just told her the actual situation.
พี่คะ คะ หนูมีเรื่องรบกวนนิดนึงนะคะ ค่ะ หนูขอยืมโทรศัพท์มือถือได้ไหมคะ
She's just gonna
พอดีว่า
post
โทรศัพท์
it.
ของหนูโดนยึดนะคะ ตอน
ข้อกล่าวหาทั้งหมด
Is this the woman who tried to commit suicide? Was her son also a victim of theirs?
ส่วนจะเป็นการดำเนินการรับหลังผมหรือไม่ ผมจะรีบสืบสวน และออกมาแจ้งให้ทราบโดยเร็วที่สุด ขอบคุณครับ
Why are you smiling? Like, at least look serious about this.
ขอโทษครับเพราะความสับเพร่าของแกคนเดียวอะเลยทำให้ทุกอย่างเป็นแบบนี้
เสียแรงที่พ่อไว้ใจ
Well, if you didn't run an illegal operation, you wouldn't be in this situation. If you had someone who... Because my frustration here is there's levels. Like, you can get people to do illegal things, unfortunately, that are like morally gray. You know, it's like, okay, you're running an illegal operation. It's scummy, like, but it's not murder, you know. But no, he had to like pass all the levels. He had to surpass his own expectations and do the most maximum kind of crimes.
ปล่อยให้น้องทำนี่คุณจะทำให้ทุกอย่างเป็นความผิดของผมไม่ได้ใช่ไหมทุกคนผิดหมดยกเว้นลูกตัวเองก่อน
Oh, sorry guys, I know I'm pausing a lot, but the fact that, okay, he's kind of right. Great technically is the one who brought all of this to light in a sense, but the fact that none of them are taking accountability, that this wouldn't have happened if you just not been scum. Like, if you just not been criminals, none of this would have happened. Okay.
ผมขอตัวก่อนนะครับ
For someone who's been running this illegal side of a business for so long, you'd think you'd be smarter than potentially turning both your own sons against yourself.
ฟ้าเห็นข่าวแล้วนะคะก่อนโอเคไหม
ไม่โอเคไม่มีอะไรโอเคนั่นแหละตอนที่ผม
What is her situation
คุณ
in
ไม่โย
all
นขี้
this?
ผมอยู่คนเดียว
Oh, so she's aware. It's
ที่ฟ้ายอมให้คุณสนุกมาจนถึงตอน
it's interesting to
เพ
see
ราะว่าฟ้ารู้ว่าคน
the
แรกที่
reverse
คุณ
of
จะ
the
นึกถึง
normal dynamic, where the woman is the abusive one, the one who's abusing her power over the other. I wonder if there is more to her that we're still gonna be learning.
คุณไม่ได้มีทางเลือกนะ นี่เป็นสิ่งที่คุณต้องแลก
If someone is gonna propose saving my life like this, I need them to be coming with an entire PowerPoint presentation of exactly how they're gonna promise me that this is not gonna backfire. He's an interesting character because I don't like him, but at the same time, there's a part of me that can't help but sympathize with some of the situations he's in.
พี่แม่งบล็อกผมเหรอวะ
Oh, I thought he might have been trying to call time. Is this the brother's boyfriend's place? Oh, that's an interesting sound edit to build tension. It makes you wonder if she's also here but not here, in the same way that the brother survived but also didn't survive.
ฉันเอาเงินที่ฉันเก็บมาทั้งชีวิตมาให้คุณแล้วค่ะ
Why? What are you gonna do?
แน่ใจค่ะ
Oh no. Are you a hitman? What's going on?
จิกไก่ซี่หอข้อนาลังซี่อูหนังซี่
I hope you didn't spend your entire life's fortune just to buy bad karma. Interesting that the number 4 comes in again, the 4 minutes,
พ่อทำอะไรกับพี่ทาม
เกรดลูกหาย
fourth
ไปไหนมา
card.
ถ้าพ่อฆ่าคนทำชีวิตคนอื่นเขาพังอ่ะพ่อก็ต้องรับผิดชอบอยู่วะแกจะให้พ่อรับผิดชอบยังไง
Prison confessions, like, it's not this unknowable thing to do. It's not like it's something that no one knows how to do, or there's no like recourse for any of this. The justice system is not perfect, but it does exist.
เพื่อให้มึงได้อยู่สุขสบายไงทำไมไม่สำนึกบุญคุณของกูสำนึกเหรอ
Yeah, this dad is like too far gone.
กว่าแม่จะมาอยู่จนถึงจุดนี้ได้แม่ก็ต้องสู้เหมือนกันนะ
I'm sorry, you murdered people. I'm not gonna feel sympathy.
ก็จะต้องอยู่กันแบบ
Oh, okay, she didn't, but like she co-signed it.
เกรดเชื่อแม่นะขึ้นไปขอโทษพ่อขึ้นไปขอโทษพ่อ
The thing is, like, there's something to be said for, in a very bad situation, feeling like you have no choice. But to now be in a better standing, to have your son technically be at a point in his life where he could become independent of a very toxic situation, and still insisting that staying in the toxic situation is what's best for him. Two very different things, and I feel like she is in the same boat where she's so far gone, she's so far into the sunk cost fallacy that she doesn't see a life outside of it.
Great.
แม่ระวัง
Is that the priest guy who was paid to... This is interesting.
แม่จะไม่หนีไปไหนทั้งนั้น
Okay, sorry, there's still 7 minutes left and then there's still 3 more episodes left, so I'd be shocked if he actually died. Like, died. But this does fit into the, he has 4 chances to kind of see the future before his own time runs out type of idea. This is painfully realistic. Like, you didn't... You saved her, but only temporarily. The worst part is, like, the actual scumbag, the dad, got none of that. Yeah, he lost his wife and his son, but is that gonna at all change the way he handles life? I don't think so. In fact, it's probably just gonna drive him to even more believe that he was in the right.
กำลังทำอะไรกันแน่
Answer the frickin' phone. It's probably then about to tell you that your lover is dead. Oh, she's dying for sure.
โชคดีนะลูก
That seems like a parting message. That doesn't feel like she's gonna be alive the next time he sees her. The camera flexing! Okay, wow. That to me was a fantastic episode. Like, that was the kind of episode I was hoping for following episode 4, because barely got any romance and the focus was back on the plot, and it was frankly kind of moving at the speed of light. But you know, I'm kind of fine with that, because it felt like we were seeing these things almost happen in real time. It felt very much like everything was quickly unraveling in a very believable way, I could almost say. I'm struggling to see how we're going to be moving forward from here in terms of, is it multiple timelines? Isn't it? Like, how did the moments leading up to him being shot actually play out, and how does the fact that his brain was without oxygen for 4 minutes play into where we're going from here? Like, there's just a lot of questions, and I'm intrigued to see how they're going to be answering those questions. I'm scared I might not be happy with the way that they answer those questions, but I'm still intrigued, and like that at the end of the day is very important. I would almost say the most important. I'm hoping we still get some kind of happy ending, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought, and otherwise I'll see you in the next one. Bye!